Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum students. Hope you all are fine and good health. I'm your science teacher. Today we will do the revision of long questions of chapter number 10, which is the properties of light. First question is define the following term. The first term is transparent. Transparent are all those materials which allow all light to pass through them are called transparent material. Transparent material mean all the objects which can pass the ray of light easily. So there is some examples of transparent. First one is glass, polythene, air, water, oil, etc. You people can give any examples of transparent material. Second term is translucent. What is translucent? Translucent are those material which allow only some of the rays, some of the light to pass through them are called translucent material. Here I will give you the examples of oil, tissue paper, simple paper, or a sheet of white cotton, ground glass. All these are examples of translucent objects. Clear? Number third, what is an opaque objects? All those objects which no light can pass through them, which no light can pass through them or do not allow any light to pass through them are called opaque objects. Here examples are you people can give any examples from surrounding. I will give you some example, which is your book, door, metal sheet, brick walls, stones, even your mobile phone is also an opaque object. For example, if we look at the burning candle through a piece of cardboard held in front of our eyes, we cannot see anything at all. This is because the cardboard doesn't allow the light of candle flame to pass through it, because cardboard is also made of wood or a hard paper. If we try to sting it, we cannot see behind what is going behind the cardboard. We cannot see anything through a wooden door, because a wooden door is an opaque object which doesn't allow any light to pass through it. Clear? Now we will discuss luminous object. What is luminous objects? All those objects which can produce their own light, which give off their own light, are called luminous object. For example, starfish, sun, stars, and even fireflies are all these objects are luminous objects. Bulb, torch, you can give any examples of luminous object which give their own light. A candle is also examples of luminous object. Done. Here is some examples of transparent, translucent, and opaque objects. You people can easily differentiate what is transparent material, what is translucent material, and what is an opaque objects. Clear? From this table, you can easily differentiate what all the examples of transparent, translucent, and opaque objects. Done. Now we will discuss question number 2. What is the proof that light travel in a straight line? Do you know light always travel in a straight line? Because the beam of searchlight in the airport show that light travel in a straight line. The beam of light coming from the projection room of cinema hall and falling the screen also showed it the light travel in a straight line. I will give you the example of sunlight which is fall on the trees and it give a long shadow. ठीक है, the formation of shadow by the source of light also suggests that light travel in a straight line. This is because if light could bend and travel in a curved line, then it will have reached behind the object, hence no shadow could have been formed. Shadow is the proof of that light travel in a straight line. Shadow are made by blocking light. Shadow are made by blocking light rays We know light rays are always the source of straight lines. If an opaque object get in the way, it stops light rays from traveling through it. This is the result in area of darkness appearing behind the object. The dark area is called a shadow. You people can see in this diagram, if we open the torch, here in front of torch here is a small opaque object which stops the light, but it will give a shadow. The dark area is called a shadow. The size in the shadow is in a straight line. This is the proof that light is always traveling in a straight line. The size and the shape of the shadow depend on the position and the size of the light source compared to the date object. How much is the light? How much is the shadow? If the light source is a bigger, it will give you a large shadow. If the light is become less, it will give a small shadow. Clear? Now we will discuss the uses of concave mirror, where we use concave mirror. Concave mirror is used in shaving our makeup mirrors, dental mirrors, or car headlights mirror. Clear? Now we will discuss uses of convex mirror. Where will we use convex mirror? Convex mirror is mostly used in security mirrors or and rear view mirrors. Clear? All the mirror are used in automobiles. These are convex mirror. Uses of plane mirror. They are used to see ourselves. Where we see ourselves, all the mirrors used in our homes, they are plane mirror. They are fixed on the inside the wall of the certain shops like jeweler shops to make them look bigger. Number third, plane mirror are used in making periscopes. Second, last point is there are used the blind turns of busy roads to prevent accidents. Clear? Number 4 question, which is last question, the image formation by convex mirror. How the image is formed on convex mirror? The image formed in a convex mirror is always virtual, erect, and whatever be the position of the object. When an object is placed in front of convex mirror, it will give you a virtual image. The size of the image is much smaller than compared to the date of the date object. If we place a large object in front of convex mirror, it will give us a small image of the date object. Clear? Number second, how the image form in concave mirror. If we place as object close to the concave mirror, it will give you a virtual and magnified image. Clear? If we increase or if we keep the object far away from the concave mirror, it will give the it will reduce the size of the image and the image will be real. Clear? There are some differences between concave and convex mirror. First one is in convex mirror the image always be smaller, and in concave mirror the image will be larger or real. Clear? Now we will start diagrams of concave mirror, convex mirror, and plane mirror. All the following things are keep in mind that first of all, draw the proper block with marker, give proper heading with marker and capital letters. Labeling should be on one side. First of all, we will start concave mirror. There are the following labeling. First one is torch, beam of light, concave mirror, small object close to the mirror, large image in concave mirror, reflected rays converge to the point called focal point. Clear? You people must differentiate how we will draw the concave mirror and how we will draw the convex mirror. If you draw the wrong mirror, marks will be deducted. Clear? Now what is convex mirror? How we will draw the convex mirror? First of all, write yes, some labeling, that is torch, beam of light, diverging reflected rays. Third one is convex mirror, large object, small object in concave mirror. Last one is plane mirror. First labeling is normal ray, mirror line, big, front, incident ray, and reflected rays. Clear? All these are the diagram of the properties of light. Hope there will be no confusion. All student must be understood. Thank you.